What would Tony Gwynn say right now if he knew that you were the hitting coach of a professional baseball team?
Truthfully, Bob, are you crazy? He would not even think I had the patience to do this. No, but I mean, he'd also be happy for me too at the same time. He'd probably be laughing at me in the stands going, you got to do all the grunted work, but I don't mind doing it. I enjoy it.
You two were probably the two of the greatest hitters that I grew up watching, back in the day at the Q at the Jack Murphy Stadium. You guys were so similar yet so different. And I think people would be surprised to know what close friends you were. Could you just tell people what type of friendship that you had?
Well, we were really close, but Tony was the best technician as a hitter, and I wanted to learn from the best. And to be the best player, you got to learn from the best. And Tony was a good mentor to all of us on the field. And, I had a great hitting style. I knew I could hit the ball, and I was a good contact hitter with a little more power. But he was just perfect at it. And so we were always trying to figure out how to be perfect like him, because he can hit a ball. He literally could place a ball wherever he wanted to. And, that was just amazing to see. And so between the two of us, we had a great time. We were great friends, on and off the field. Family, is really good. But, I miss him, though. It's hard. It's hard to talk about it, Even still now, it's hard because, we didn't get the long enough time to be with him that we deserve. And that's what's disappointing and heartening, because you'd want to be after all this time is gone. I'd love to sit down with Tony and laugh and smile and talk about the times that we had. You know what I mean? And we never got that opportunity. We really never got that opportunity. And that's the only one disappointing thing that really hurts me inside.
There was no one better with the media than Tony Gwynn. You, on the other hand, were just a little bit different, just slightly different.
Yeah, man, I was an idiot with the press. And I stated that before. I was just a dumbass with the press. And I wasn't done with people. They made a story out of like it was people, but I was never mean to the people. I was just not a smart media person.
What was the advice that Tony gave you? I know Tony said, "Listen, just give the press what they want. They'll take it." What kind of advice did Tony give you?
I believe we were at the All-Star game or something, and he sat there and he said, "B, man, you gotta be a little bit nicer to them and stuff." And I said, I told him, okay, I was gonna do it, but then at that time I was so deep into controversy all the time. When I tried to give a little bit, it never got better. So by that time, I just said, to hell with it. I'm in it. I might as well just deal with it, And it was sad because it wasn't something I ever wanted to deal with in my lifetime. But I was never really given that leash of rope of saying, oh, he's really trying. Let's give him a little bit of credit. It was always bang, 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 bang on me. And I just took it to a whole new level of stupidity.
What kind of advice does today's Barry Bonds give the Barry Bonds back then? You could go back and change. What's the one thing you would change if you could?
Never change what you did. You can talk about those stories. You can talk about the times. You can wish things were different. Yeah. But I wouldn't change too much of it because it made me a great baseball player. I mean, having that edge really focused me into playing baseball. But on the flip side of that, it didn't make it pleasant for me off the field. And so, nowadays I tell the kids, you're never going to beat them, so you might as well just join them. It's like a marriage.
Last thing, Barry, one of the things I miss most about Tony Gwynn, every year when the Hall of Fame ballot would come out, the first phone call I make was Tony Gwynn. What do you think? What do you think? When it was your turn, he said, absolutely no question. She's a Hall of Famer. Do you think you'll get in the Hall of Fame?
I think so eventually. I mean, but if not, I already know who I am. So it's not going to determine my life and what I've done in this baseball field. I'm proud of what I did on that field. I'm very proud of it. And there's not a person on that's ever played against me or with me that could ever sit there and say they did not see me work hard on that baseball field. And that's my self-satisfaction right there, is that I have my peers and the ball players that I played with and against, they know the truth, and that's all that matters to me.